Hello. Welcome back to the Succulent Bros podcast with my brother, Your Cacti Sucks,
I'm your Cacti Sucks, folks.
and your host, Oscar from Green Touch Nursery. We're back, baby. We're back. We're still alive here in Los Angeles County, LA, baby, where the fires are still flaming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been a little less ashy in these past few days. At least.
Right. I think the air quality has definitely gotten better because there's less winds right now.
Right.
So it's helping out on the fire retaining situation. Shout out to the people out there doing their best to keep these fires at bay. Shout out to all the people that lost some of their homes. I hope you guys get back on your feet sooner than later.
Yeah.
If you are, I know there's a lot of organizations that are giving away food and shelter
Right.
and yeah, I think it's pretty good. If anything, not that we want these disasters, if anything,
Brings folks together.
yeah, it kind of brings folks together, and it kind of shows that shit can be organized on the quickness in case of an emergency. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Within like a couple of days, there was like a bunch of people.
This organization.
Yeah.
That organization.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool because there's a lot of us here in LA. So if we'll burn this bitch down, get us pissed. You know what I'm saying? That's what Tupac said.
That is what Tupac said.
Yeah.
guys.
He predicted this.
Welcome to the Succulent Bros podcast.
Succulent Bros podcast.
Is that our new theme song? We just keep
Later.
trying to make new theme songs.
We don't know what the song is. Maybe on episode 100.
On episode 100, we'll probably get our first intro.
Right.
So I would have to edit some type of intro.
If somebody could make a nice jingle, hit us up on the DMs.
Yeah. Why don't we get some people making some stuff for us?
Yeah, you fucks. How about you guys
Little-
make some nice little jingle for us so we
You
can
can just
use?
clip out it's the succulent bros, succulent bros.
Right.
And
We
then put a beat to it or something.
So my brother has a social media. We have a social media on Instagram, and we're selling on Palm Street.
Yep.
And I want to say that being said,
Mhm.
if you guys hook us up with a nice jingle, we'll put that's what you do. We'll throw your name out there, on our
Oh, yeah.
socials.
Yeah, that's true.
Helps us out. And definitely. All right, so we have this beautiful succulent here. It's called a succulent of all sorts.
I was gonna ask, is that how much you sell the flats for?
The flats.
Yeah.
How much do you usually pay for it?
I remember last time you told me, I remember I got it, but
Like 10 cents or something like that?
you know those 500?
Yeah, I got it.
Would you take it off the?
Yeah, you got it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
All right, folks. That was that is Alex.
You just save yourself $100.
No, 500 son 50 cents.
No, I know about
150 bucks. Yes, that is Alex, one of our suppliers. He's a grower in Southern California, and he is not affected by the fires. He's
No.
growing very nice stuff. We just got him a nice haul of plants, huh?
Yeah.
Some nice cacti, some succulents,
A
and
little bit of both,
a
yeah.
little bit of everything. You know what I mean?
Some golden barrels that you
Some
needed.
golden barrels. I have no golden barrels. I always have to have golden barrels in stock just for even if it's just a handful of them.
Right.
All right. Today's episode is sponsored YouTube by PORTULACARIA Afra. This is a Crashuliaceae. This is a PORTULACARIA Afra. This is a nice jade plant.
Oh, yeah.
This one's been bonsai by my brother. Started bonsai in it
Yeah, I started it.
like 2 years ago, two and a half years ago.
Something like that, I think.
We've had this was one of our mama plants that we originally had in the shop that we use for production. We take
Right.
little babies off and we grow them, for landscape purposes. Now we're gonna introduce them into the bonsai world. I really like the barky underground root.
Right. And it has a beautiful color, too.
It has a beautiful color. Yeah, you can bonsai. This one has been worked by a few people, a few bonsai people that are a little bit more knowledgeable than us. Came by, kind of worked it, trimmed it back, and gave it their own little twist. But my
Right.
brother started it, and he gave it the I grew it. My brother cut it, and a few people kind of
Yeah.
messed with it. It's looking really great, huh?
I think it's looking awesome.
It's a really nice piece. I would like to have more of these sizes.
It's starting to get some nice canopy. Look at us. You have a bunch of old specimens back there
Right.
that we could just,
Right. I'm gonna just pop a few of them in there. The thing is that they have to be solitary so they look nice.
yeah.
And a lot of the ones I have are
No, not
solitary.
necessarily. You can make
No, I feel like
Yeah. You
Solitary.
make like forest style.
I think solitary will be the way to offer these as bonsai.
You can make a forest style.
All right, but they're all kind of just bunched up together. They're not really like that.
Well, you pull them out and plant them.
I could do something like that for sure. All right, folks, Portulacaria afra. This is a African succulent. Let's pull it up. Portulacaria afra.
Now, these are known in the bonsai world as this is one of the few succulents that they work on.
Right.
That most bonsai people work on.
So there's not much on like leaf fold or stuff like that because it's not a rare plant. It's not a rare plant,
Right.
but it's one of my favorites on the soft succulents. Very malleable, and you can use them as a hedge. You can use them as a bonsai. You can use them as a temporary garden bonsai, a pot bonsai.
Yep.
It's a pretty cool versatile plant, and I've been kind of like not studying them because I don't really pay too much attention to them, but I've been cultivating a lot of type of Portulacarias.
Varieties. Yep.
Yes, we have a few varieties. ResearchGate. We're gonna have to go to Wikipedia for this.
Ooh.
It says a Portucaria offer known as elephant bush, pork bush, purslane tree, jade, a dwarf jade, and it is also speck boom in Africa. It is a small leaf succulent plant found in South Africa. These succulents commonly have a reddish stem, like the new growth is a reddish stem, and is often seen in cultivation. They are simple to care and make easy houseplants for a sunny location. In frost-free regions, they might be used in outdoor landscapings.
Right.
So I think it's pretty cool. It gets covered in little pink flowers. The flowers, when I didn't know too much about the other South African succulents,
Right.
when I was just working on some of the more common ones that are easy to propagate, the flowers stood out really, really well to me. The pink flowers. When we came across a Serraria namaquensis,
The pork bushes too.
I thought, whoa, this flower looks very similar to that one. And it turned out to be closely related. And now I think they bundled them into the actual genus.
Into Portulacaria?
No. This one
Portulacaria is Serraria?
is Serraria now.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have it here. It says, look, family. What does it say that?
Dideriaceae.
Ha, ha, ha. It's Dideriaceae.
Really?
That's what it says right there, bitch. The Serrarias are Dideriaceae.
Right. But isn't Dideriaceae kind of like goes back to cactus? It links somewhere back in the chain, the evolutionary chain.
Does it?
I heard something about it.
All right. In the wilds of South Africa, large plants do survive the winter frost by growing dense enough to provide their own natural cover.
Oh.
And I've noticed it here because sometimes when we get a frost here, we lose like the top, but we never lose the trunks.
Right.
So they'll come back. Drought tolerant and fire resistance. Huh.
Oh, wow.
Hey, wait a minute. We're gonna have to grow a bunch of this shit.
Grow a bunch of hedges of these.
It will endure desert sun and heat once established, which the jade plant will not. Portucaria afra is a common landscaping, or the regular jade won't.
Oh, so this one's fire retardant?
Yeah, and the other ones are not.
Wow.
Phoenix, Arizona, and Southern California uses them as a common landscape plant. Cutting roots are easily in most potting medium. It said it's popular as a bonsai for specimen for bonsai. It has no picture of bonsai, but this one's way better. And as a hardy surfscape. There's a few varieties. Limpopo, a variety with much larger leaves. It is naturally formed from the far north of the species range.
Oh.
Postrata, which is we call it minima,
Okay.
a low lying decumbent form that is frequently used as a ground cover.
Right.
Aurea, which is all the new growth is yellow, and as the new growth matures, turns into just
Green.
regular green like this. It's quite beautiful. I have those as well. I have all these varieties. Phallus variegatus, a variegated form, which we call just variegated. Variegated. It's almost like a prostrated form as well. Medio picta, variegated with a lighter center. We all have that one. We call it rainbow because it has the stress variegation on it. Kind of
It's
turns it into like a
pinkish.
hot pink to yellow white. It says Portucaria afra in southern Africa. It is commonly eaten, usually as one component of a salad or a soup.
What?
It should not be consumed with the jade plant, which is mildly toxic. So the Portulicaria afra is edible.
And they're bitter.
Is it better? Should I try one?
Well, maybe because this one's so dry. Not bad.
Not bad. I can see it in a salad.
Yeah.
I don't know about the branches.
No, the
but
leaves.
If you get the leaves, chop it up, it gives a little bit like a. It's not bad, huh?
No, not bad.
Let's get. Do not eat the. Now, Portucaria afra is also used to feed livestock during periods of drought due to its succulent nature. Most commonly used for cattle and goats. Wait a minute, am I a fucking cow?
Ooh. It's a little too much. You got a little too much, huh?
Yeah, I
I
got it.
think it's the dryness. They should be a little bit more plump and more juicy. They're a little dry.
These plants also act as a supplement source of water, on top of their nutritional benefits for livestock.
Papas.
Medicinal. This is one of the many plants used as a traditional treatment for skin conditions used by people in rural areas that do not have access to more modern medicine. And it goes into the carbon sequestration and ecological impact,
Wow.
which I do not know anything about. So it has a bunch of like scientific carbon fixation. And,
So it sequesters carbon.
yeah, it says Portucaria afra is capable of either C3 or CAM carbon fixation, depending on the factors such as the reasons and the age of the leaves. In the dry seasons, it relies on the CAM pathway due to the lack of water. But when water is reintroduced, the plant quickly reverts to the C3 pathways in order to conserve energy.
Oh.
The maturity of the leaf tissue also matters because younger tissue is unable to completely seal the stomata,
Tomatoes.
making CAM impossible. So while the older leaves are able to switch pathways based on the season and conditions, the younger leaves have to rely solely on the C3 pathways. It can sequester a maximum of 15.4 T CO2s, HA
Oh wow.
-1, YR -1.
Damn, that's so crazy.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know either.
Let's get off this fucking thing. All right, let's go back to the beautiful. The flowers are nice. They're related to the Serraria namaquensis. This one's Portulicaria afra. This is just the traditional form.
Beautiful.
It's been
form.
bonsaied. It's about 10 years old with us. It started as a little cutting here at the shop.
Right.
It's about 10 years old. Yes, 10 years old. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's going to be one of our mama plants to showcase some of the younger ones that we're going to be working on.
Oh yeah.
What I was going to say, there's other varieties.
You're working on propagating those.
Right, we're propagating those. There's other varieties that are coming in. From Botanic Wonders, they gave us a cutting of a Portulicaria afra minima called Lilliput. Lilliput, like a very fainty one.
Yeah.
And there's the rainbow one that we talked about. There's different types of macrophylla, which they were
The giant ones?
They're named as Limpopo, which is a different giant leaf. And there's various different sizes of the giant
And growth habits, huh?
yeah, macrophylla. Yeah, so this is pretty cool ones. This is pretty nice. You can bonsai them. We just started doing this a few years back. I'm gonna follow through with this and make some other ones.
Well, now you see how this one turned out.
Yeah,
You fuck.
pretty cool. It was kind of like our introductory to bonsai and succulents, and this one is kind of like our gateway. And then we started looking into other bonsaiable type of succulents, like any type of pachical or anything like that. Is this considered a pachical?
I don't know. They get thick.
They're pretty thick.
It's kind of like a bush tree.
A pork bush tree. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think if you're getting into succulents and you're afraid, if you could keep one of these alive, you could pretty much keep a lot of things alive.
Right, right.
And it shows you not to be scared, because this one, if you overwater, it's gonna be fine. If you underwater, it's gonna be fine. So this one will be a really nice training wheel.
Right. You'll learn the season that is growing, and you'll be like, okay, and then you kind of put that to a lot of succulents.
I think it will give you a lot of confidence on growing succulents. So whenever in doubt, you feel like you don't know what you're doing with the succulents and cacti that you have, get yourself a jade plant like this, bonsai, just to make it fun, so you can make it interactive, and learn and give yourself some confidence that you could grow cacti and succulents.
And you could cut them, and you do this, that,
trade them. Yeah, and something like this could be entered into some sort of a show or display. It's a really nice display piece. And if you have one of these in your garden and you're just like, oh, well, this is a perfect example of what you could do with something that's just kind of been on the sidelines.
Over there in the corner, never really.
In the corner.
Go over there and pull it on out, put it in the pot.
Yeah.
Make it look
It's
nice.
pretty nice. We're bonsaiing other type of jades, like the golem, which is like a variation of crashula.
These are not in the Portulacarias, are they?
No, this is a crashula obata golem. They call them the Shrek ears.
Right.
You could leaf propagate any part of this plant. I mean, you could piece propagate in part of this plant.
Right.
And this one's very easy because you don't have to do anything. I just gotta just kind of clean off some of the new growth that comes in, make it look really old, and stagnant, and it looks like an old ass giant tree, but it's not.
Right, and these colors are beautiful with the stress.
The colors are gorgeous. This one doesn't have too much color out. You
No.
get more color with the new growth than the old growth.
Right, this one is they get stress colored.
Oh man, beautiful.
Beautiful, nice little tinges of red. Kind of fades out to yellow and then ends in green.
Well, I'm kind of excited. I have never displayed any of these jades because I don't feel confident right now with the way they look. I mean, they're gorgeous. We have a few other ones. We sold a few quite a bit in the past couple of years. People come in and they're gonna kind of want to play with their plants, and we introduce a lot of people to these this new style of bonsai and these plants.
Right.
It's not we're not the ones creating it. There's a lot of people out there. There's a lot of accounts out there on Instagram that you can follow on the cultivation of these bonsai Portulacaria afras. There's, like I said, there's different varieties. The variegated one is pretty cool. The trunks on the variegated ones don't get as big. They're
Right.
much slower growing.
A little bit more
So-
creepy, but I mean, you get away with all kinds of stuff with these.
Right.
Sure. You can make it grow up.
Hmm?
You can make it go upwards.
Yeah.
Put a little stick on it.
I never thought about that. You can also put them like in a trellis.
Trellis.
I thought about doing that. I think I did one once on the minimus.
Oh yeah, they look nice.
They look nice. Yeah. So all kinds of cool stuff with these ones. If you have cattle, I guess they can feed on it too.
Fire resistant, man. That's cool.
That's crazy. Well, a lot of succulents might be fire resistant. Right?
Hey man, they need to get on that game.
Hey man, LA, you guys gotta start planting some Portulacaria afras on the fucking fire line, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. All around your house. Head to this motherfucker.
Yeah, put a fucking hedge of this. You'll trim it the same as the other stuff.
Less water.
You don't even have to fucking water it that much.
Nope.
You know what I mean? What the fuck are we doing?
It gets dense.
It gets super dense.
Oh, it doesn't get 25 feet tall like a ficus. That's the problem.
How tall you think you could like train it to go upwards?
Oh, at least 10.
At least 10 feet, huh?
For sure.
It could be like your ficus, and then
Boom.
the jades to stop the fire. See what I mean? Got 10-foot jade.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
It could be.
Hey man, all kinds of cool stuff here with the jades.
The jades are very resilient, guys, but there's they're family of the Serraria. So you got the most common right here, one of the more common ones, and then it could go all the way to some rarity.
Which ones are the red? Which ones are red ones of the? Oh, the Serrarias.
Serraria,
Yeah. The Serraria, because they're not really bonsaiable, but you could train them.
Right, you could train them.
Yeah, you can wire these up. I see there's some wires on these ones.
Yeah, you
can wire it up.
Take them off now.
can wire them up already, move around. It'll help you out on the placement of the branching. We took one course, only one course that lasted like an hour and a half.
Right.
Me and Edgar took a course on bonsaiing, and now we think we're fucking experts.
I don't think I'm an expert.
I think you play with them more than I do.
I don't think I'm an expert. I have a few bonsai trees that I've been working on for a while.
I don't know
around the time I started this one too. You know?
I don't know a damn thing about bonsai. I put them in. I want them to look kind of like a whole little plant in a small little pot, and that's pretty much what I'm going for.
Well, I think the word bonsai just means tree in a pot or something.
Yeah,
like
plant in a pot.
Yeah, I don't think it's. There's more nuance, obviously, to it, but like just doing this is already like pretty much bonsai.
Well, a lot of these succulents are not going to be able to be used in a traditional form of bonsai. So it's kind of like its own category. Within our succulent collecting, having like a bonsai little subdivision in your collection.
Right.
A lot of patchy calls are going to be lending themselves to bonsaiing, but I wouldn't even say like staging. The way people stage the cacti and
cactus, yeah,
it looks very like
bonsai.
It looks very bonsai, and the fact that it's out of its habitat, and it looks it's purposely placed in a small pot,
right,
with a
like rocks and shit, and make it look like nature.
Right.
I don't know if you would call that bonsai. Maybe we can make up a word for it.
What should we call it?
Ooh,
because bonsai
they have staging.
Well, they got staging, but
staging.
We should make our own word for bonsai succulents. We're gonna come up with a word, and then we're gonna use it, and then people can use it or not use it. But I think that in 2025, GT Nursery and Your Cacti Sucks, or Your Cacti Sucks and GT Nursery started coining a certain word for the purpose of trying to bonsai, so we won't have to say bonsai.
I can't even. Like what?
I don't know. We have to create it out of thin air.
Yeah.
All right, give me one, and I'll give you one, and then it's gonna get the juices going.
Bonsuck.
Okay,
Bonsai.
I see what you're doing. So you're connecting the two things.
That's
together.
the first thing that's gonna come to mind.
All right, so okay, we can work on that. But bonsuck, suck bon.
Okay, suck bon.
Suck bon. But then we're making fun of the Asian.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so bonsai.
Did you just succuli?
It's a nice succuli.
Damn, the way you succuli that piece.
Yeah, very succuli. Yeah, it doesn't roll off.
No.
Well, look, bonsai is a Japanese word or a Chinese word?
I don't even know, bro.
I don't know if it's a bonsai is Japanese or
it's Asian.
It's Asian. So bonsai is Asian. We're saying a Asian word.
Right.
So we're Mexicans.
Well, what's the meaning of bonsai?
Let's go fucking in.
Like the actual meaning of bonsai. Let's see it. Bonsai. Meaning.
It says it's a noun. And it says an ornamental tree or shrub grown in a pot and artificially prevented from reaching its normal size.
Right.
And then the other one, it says the art of growing ornamental, artificial dwarf trees or shrubs. So it's related to trees or shrubs.
Right.
So cacti
are not trees or shrubs.
They're not trees or shrubs, but you are growing them to prevent them to get them to the full size.
Yeah.
So that part is real. So definitely we cannot use the word bonsai.
That's what I'm saying. We have to make something up.
We can use them on these more branchy, bushy types.
Right.
So it's only related to the trees and shrubs.
That
traditionally.
Right.
It says bonsai defined. The word bonsai, often misspelled as bonsai or bonsai, is a Japanese term which literally translates meaning planted in a container.
That's it.
So the literal translation of the word bonsai means planted in a container. So by that definition alone,
yes,
anything could be bonsai.
Yes.
But the art of bonsai is tree and shrub.
I guess.
Hmm.
Well, there's nuance, obviously, right?
Yes. A miniature plant as a tree grown in a pot by specific methods to restrict its growth. Technically, yes.
Yeah.
Everything's bonsai in a pot.
Right.
Everything could, because if you leave a plant in a pot, if you plant like a seed
Any
in a
plant.
pot, and it will grow, and it will get bigger, and you trim it and you fix it, eventually
It needs a better, bigger pot.
it's
to
a bigger
grow
pot.
to
But
its
if you leave it
size.
in the same pot, not as, if you keep maintaining it alive within the same pot, then now at that point you're bonsaiing the shit out of the plant.
Right. Right.
All right. Bonsai succulents. Yeah, I mean, you click out, you put bonsai succulents on
Online?
Google, and the
Jade.
jades, and then it goes to like the adeniums because it
Okay.
has like this bush
Right.
flowering thing. It's
Yamadori.
mostly jades, jades, portulacarias. That's it, dude.
Yeah. So, it's
Joshua tree.
we're
like
gonna
the mini
make it our
Joshua tree.
duty to introduce a lot more different things that could be made into the bonsai.
Right, because there's not too
Or
many of them
considered
here.
bonsai.
On the top of our list, and I think Edgar will agree with me, that if we're going to go forward with bonsaiing some of these succulents, definitely the Bursariaceae family is going to be a big part of it.
Right.
Bursariaceae includes Bursera, Comifera, Boswellia, and
Bestseller.
Basalia. So I think it's pretty cool that we're going to be introducing some of these plants, man. What do you think?
I think the bonsai world needs it.
I think they need to line this shit up, huh?
Yeah, they need to.
We're gonna fucking wreck shit up. We're gonna bring you guys on some beautiful and gorgeous Othona.
Oh, you guys like PORTULACARIA? How about Operculucaria?
Operculucaria the carrier.
Guys.
But we're not new to this. I think the succulent world has been bonsaiing these plants
Right.
for over 50 years already, easily in the United States.
Yeah.
So it's just been kind of like something that has been like, there is no like succulent bonsai societies.
Right.
They're just cactus and succulent societies.
Yeah. And you see jades there.
Yeah, and when you go to the inner city and there's over 2,000, 2,500 different specimens,
They're
they're all bonsai.
Yeah.
Every single one of them. Nobody ever really says, "Oh,
Bonsai.
look at my bonsai specimen."
They call it staged.
They're staged, so they coined it.
They coined it for like showing. For the stage
showing.
for showing.
Right. So
But-
we have to come up with a word and just start
I don't
using
like.
it.
I don't like the staging.
You don't like staging
I don't like the word
for like
stage.
the bonsai?
Oh, look at that staged plant.
That staged plant.
No, I don't like it.
We have to figure out like where we could call it like it's gonna like,
Unified. I don't know.
well, okay, but we'll it's a Japanese word,
Right.
bonsai.
Plant in a pot.
Okay, so what if we come up with a Spanish word or a Mexican word
Okay.
that will be now used for that? So we have to go into like a word,
Oh, see.
you know what I'm talking about? And that will be ours. We
Okay.
fucking coined it,
Right.
and we use it, and nobody else has to use it if they don't want to. We're gonna use it till the day we die.
Right.
You know. What is to say that we can't invent fucking words and just use them ourselves?
Right. Give them a meaning, and everybody knows what it means. We always
Right,
told
right.
you.
Like when you say like this means like kuminori or something like that.
Yeah.
What you said?
Yamadori?
Yamadori, when
I don't know.
you're showing the roots or something.
I don't know.
It's like a style. Well,
Yeah.
they thought about that, so why not us try about certain succulents being staged or performed or used or trimmed?
I mean,
or
yeah, they
worked
have a
or
whole
cultivated.
vocabulary
Right.
to bonsai.
We have to do it, man, and ain't nobody gonna stop us. Are you gonna stop us? No, you're not. We're gonna do whatever the fuck we want here at GT Nursery. Rule number 1, baby.
Something about arreglar. No, we're not fixing it.
No, it has to be nature, like a word for nature, but in a pot, like nature in a pot. We should create not just a plant in a pot, nature in a pot. Like if we're capturing Mother Nature in a pot.
Right.
And that will be our bonsai work for these succulents and cacti.
I can't think of anything.
God damn it.
we suck.
Well, here at Succulent Bros Podcast, we have a lot more questions and answers, folks.
You know, here at Succulent Bros Podcast, we could guarantee that we're gonna suck.
Yeah. All right, so if you got good ideas, put them in the comment section.
Mexican, Spanish.
Yes, I would say that if you find a really good word to that we like, we might steal it from you,
Right.
and we might or might not give you credit. Cool.
Might or might not give
Because we sparked the. I want us to think about it. We'll put it as a collaborative effort. But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Como.
Well, it's because of the word like.
What's
nature.
Mother Nature in Spanish?
Madre naturaleza.
Madre Naturaleza.
Gaia, la gran madre, no sé.
Maceta. Madresada.
Madreceta.
Madreceta. Because it doesn't have to sound correct.
Right.
It's just a word that we invented for us to say this one. Are you gonna madreceta it? You're gonna bonsai it. Because we say bonsai it, but the Japanese are like, dude, that doesn't make no fucking sense that you're saying a Japanese word with ing in it.
Right. Well,
It
became
as we could fucking become it. All right,
I don't know.
we're gonna become it.
We have to think about the good word though. Bonsai sounds good. It flows off the tongue.
But it only sounds good because it's been used.
I don't think so. Bonsai. It flows off the tongue.
We have to make it roll off the tongue. You know what I mean?
But I feel like bonsai could be a noun, but it also could be a verb.
Oh, we have to go into like the noun part of it.
You know what I mean?
How is it gonna be a verb? You're bonsaiing the shit out of this?
Right. Like you're
Like
working
an act
on it.
is like an act
Active thing. Bonsai never ends.
No.
It shouldn't even be a noun, I think. It should be either an adjective because it's
No, it's a person, place, or thing.
no, but it's not a person, place, or thing. Well, it's kind of a thing.
It's not a person.
Not a person. But an adjective is something that like
It's an action.
Describes.
Yes,
It's a description. Like
so this PORTULACARIA looks very bonsai.
Bonsai, it will be an adjective. Are you bonsaiing that? It could be a verb. So I think it could be anything.
Well, it's nothing. It was just a word.
Okay. You're right. It doesn't fit into our fucking vocab.
That's what I'm telling you. We use it,
right?
but if a Japanese heard us say this phrase, they're gonna be like, "That make no fucking sense, really," because you used it, and then you used English on it.
Oh, did you plant in the pot that plant?
Yeah, that you
Yeah, and this is a nice plant in the pot. Where you plant in the pot?
This is a really old planted pot. I see what you did here.
Yeah. That's what you're saying.
You know what I mean? So same concept. So we're gonna basically copy what they did already for centuries,
Right.
and try to make our own bullshit ass word.
Fuck. It's a tough fucking prospect that you put in the
Nice duty. It's our duty, or we should just keep calling it bonsai and let the bonsai purists look at us as scum.
Yeah.
Why? Why should we introduce our new style of growing plants in a pot with the new varieties that we're trying to do that's been done for like 50, 100 years already,
Right.
and not being recognized
Well, it is a difference.
to the traditional forms?
Well, there is a difference because in bonsai, either in Japanese it's the plant in the pot, just beautiful. In China, there's more like a landscape style.
Yeah, like a
They put a little figurines and all this stuff.
right.
But in the way we're staging is more nature.
There's more habitat.
We want it to look like it's out of habitat or in habitat.
Yeah,
So
or similar.
That's different. You know
That's what I'm saying. Like, so nature in a pot. We have to create a name that somehow translates to nature in a pot. So what if we go to Latin and we get the literal translation of nature in a pot, and whatever that is our bonsai
A
word.
ver. Let's look it up. Let's see. Let's get some working over
Hey
here.
man, shit! Look at all this beauty. That's not all I have, folks. All right, I'm not just beautiful.
Right.
Right. Right. Nature in a pot in Latin. Natura in olum.
Olum. Natura in olum.
Natura in olum.
That sounds good. Olum meaning pot. We
Right.
could do olum natura.
Olam or oh, sounds even better.
Natura in ollam.
Naturelum. Naturalum.
Natura en
Naturalum.
Naturalum.
A ver.
Natura in ollam.
Oh.
Natura in ollam.
Okay, maybe the pot is throwing it off. So I like the natura part,
Right. Natura.
and it says in. So what do we put? Not in the pot, but like in a vessel.
Vessel. Try vessel.
So maybe it sounds.
Vesile.
We're
Natura vesile.
gonna, oh, dude, we're gonna fucking create something nobody's ever heard of before. Nature in a.
This is what it's all about, folks. At Succulent Bros Podcast. Please subscribe.
Why are we so hyped about this? In a vase?
Na base. Natu vase.
So it didn't give us anything to like. It says, yeah, Natura en vase.
Oh, why don't you just call it like naturalize? Hey, you naturalize that fucking beautiful
So,
plant.
Natura. I like the word Natura. Okay, nature. Nature like.
Nature. Yeah.
Oh, but we need to put the pot in it. That's the whole point of the bonsai. It has to roll on the top.
Clay.
No, because not always clay.
Doesn't matter. It's just the.
Like the, okay, nature
It's just the.
and clay.
And all these potters can also use it.
It says,
Somebody's gonna make up an Instagram name, Nature and Clay, and start fucking making pots.
and we're giving all kinds of good ideas, folks. It just says it goes to Natura.
Just Natura.
So Natura has to be in it.
Right.
What if we just call it Natura? But not all staging that we do for these cacti and succulents are depicting them in nature.
Right.
So,
There's gonna be nuance.
but the fact that the
Between-
plant is in a pot, the plant itself is nature.
Right.
Doesn't matter what you put.
Right.
So, so the bonsai world could use our word too.
Yeah.
And we ain't trying to be exclusive.
No.
Anybody can. Our word's slut.
Right.
Natura slut. Oh, how do you say slut? How do you say slut in Latin?
I don't know. Natura Jezebel. I don't know.
Let me see. Let's see. Slut in Latin.
We'll see.
Cunus. Natura cunus.
Ooh.
I'm liking it.
Oh man. Natura Cunus.
Cunus natura. Slut nature. Because it lends itself in a pot.
Right.
It's out of its habitat and it's in a pot. Slutty ass plants. No,
I don't know.
you don't want to, huh?
No.
All right,
It
listen,
sounds
brother.
nice.
I like it. I like
It sounds good.
All right, okay, maybe not slut. I went too deep on it. Maybe prostitute, lady of the night. You know, the same shit.
I think they're all gonna come back.
Okay, but we got it. We got it in the vein. We got it in the vein of like being out of place. I was thinking like out of place.
Like nature out of place.
Yeah, like nature out of place.
Or out of place.
All right.
No? How do you say out of place in Latin? I don't know why we're choosing Latin.
Ex
over Latin.
loco. 'Loco. 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 'Lo
Doesn't sound as good.
No, it says what is Latin word for no place? No,
No place.
ex loco. Es que sounds like crazy, but it doesn't mean crazy.
Ex natura loco.
It's almost there. I like the X part. So, you know what I mean? Like no longer in nature,
Yeah.
in a pot.
Well, how you say everywhere?
Everywhere.
Like it could go anywhere, everywhere. Anywhere, everywhere. I don't
That's slutty.
know. Yeah.
Anywhere or everywhere? Anywhere will be.
Yeah. Anywhere is less slutty than everywhere.
I know. So okay, yes. So if we say everywhere, that means the plant's a slut. It's just everywhere.
Right.
But if you say anywhere,
It's not a slut, but it's
conservative slut,
That's-
because you're like, I don't,
that's been
you know, yeah, I'll fuck anywhere, but not everywhere.
Right.
Well, it's very selective.
Right.
I'll fuck anywhere, but not all the time. But everywhere, no, I don't know, dude. It's very similar. All right, see.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, en cualquier lugar.
Oh, well, that's fucking Spanish.
No, it's Spanish. It's Latin. Ahí put Latin.
Oh.
Usquam.
Ooh.
Natura usquam.
Wow. Natura usquam.
What do you think? I like it, man.
Oh, it sounds pretty good. Pretty.
We got
got
it.
that
Maybe we could tweak it and whatever, but
Right.
okay, so we're not going to be able to label this plant as a bonsai because it's not traditionally bonsai. We can label it our new word for bonsai for these specific succulents as Natura usquam because nobody recognizes that word. But Natura usquam, nevertheless.
Engulfs bond.
Yes. Okay, so, and we'll look into it. Maybe there's a different word that we could use, different synonyms within the Latin
Right.
that it could probably work with us. So,
Well, maybe we
we'll
do
see what we can do.
natusquam.
Hmm?
Natusquam.
Natusquam.
Yeah. Kind of shorten.
Oh, yeah.
Prefix. Suffix.
Hello.
Who's the owner here?
I am.
This guy.
Oh, you're in the middle of the broadcast.
Yes.
I have
Yeah.
a question. I
Go
have
ahead.
some trays. They're like the beeswax trays for the bees. It has like a mesh on the bottom. I don't want to throw them away, so I'm wondering, do you want them? It's about
see.
maybe like 100 of them, or maybe 75.
You
or
sure, sir?
something.
It'd be like growing trays, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, we have something similar, but they're plastic and they're not as heavy or bulky.
Uh-huh.
So, like, they're a lot easier to transport and stuff like that.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Um,
All right. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Appreciate you.
Wow. Bee screens. They look new too.
Yeah, they look new.
Maybe they're making them.
Usquam.
Let's see.
All right. Natura usquam.
Usquam. Usquam. Usquam.
Naturuscum? No.
Natuscum.
Natuscum. Natuscum.
Natuscum.
Natuscum. And the origin of it is when
Natu,
is this fucking
Latin,
podcast.
Latin natu for nature.
Natura. Natuscum.
So it's the
Natuscum.
prefix of natura to mean nature
Nature
and
anywhere.
anywhere. Nature anywhere.
Natusquam.
Natusquam.
I
How do you
got
spell
it.
it? N-A-T-U-S-Q-U-A-M.
Yeah, let's write this down. We're gonna fucking forget it. Make some fucking shirt or something.
Natusquam. Wow. Nature anywhere.
Oh man, we're fucking geniuses.
Well, Google helped a lot, you know?
Well, yes. That
Yeah,
would have taken us fucking a month to research, go to the library,
Look up
Get
the
an
Latin,
actual-
Latin
find a Latin dictionary that is translated to
that has
English.
both.
Oh, it's un desmadre, güey.
Or if not, find somebody who speaks both languages and reads
So
both
it's
languages.
Natusquam,
Natusquam.
Natusquam, meaning nature
Anywhere.
anywhere. Fuck yeah. Yeah?
Natusquam is gorgeous on this one.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we can use that as a verb, or same as bonsai,
Yeah.
but it's more general.
Yes.
So, but we wanted to make one that was specifically for cacti and succulents. We ended up just making it's just everything that's gonna be in nature.
It was easier.
It's a lot easier.
You know.
We're lazy, folks. We found the easier route.
Well, this can be considered bonsai. How about we bring something that is not considered bonsai, but it's still natuscum?
Well, natuscum is gonna be for like a cacti, like a
All right,
really
let me see if I
beautiful.
can find something
Right.
there on your table.
Yes, he's gonna bring some stuff up, folks. What do you guys think? Natusquam. I know we're fucking thinking out of our asses, but sometimes you gotta sit down and shoot the shit back and forth for something to creatively happen. Like if I would be sitting by myself, I don't know if I'll come across this idea and maybe I would deem it not that great. But since my brother's here, we're trying to get the blood flowing. That's definitely going to be the case. You know what I mean?
Here's a perfect example of natuscum.
And Natusquam. This is a crested golden barrel, beautifully staged in a bonsai pot or a squat pot. Very beautiful.
So,
all right, folks.
That's what it's all about, folks.
This is what we're going to leave you with on this one. This is a beautiful, gorgeous nut plant that is Natusquam in this beautiful pot.
We're gonna figure out a better way to use it.
Because you can't say bonsai.
Natuscum
Yes.
at the ed.
We're gonna use it. We're gonna
Past
start.
tense,
If
present
you
tense.
start hearing us say that word,
Figure it out, folks.
be
Figure it out.
proud that you were here when we fucking invented the fucking thing.
All right, folks, and
Thank you for
thank you for
tuning in.
tuning in. This is the Succulent Bros podcast. I'm your Cacti Sucks,
Oscar from Green Touch Nursery.
and we're out.
Peace. There you go. See, hey man, these are working out pretty good.